Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Miss JD for a Friday episode of our daily stock market insights. It's actually already 12:14 in the morning, so technically it's already a Saturday. And I know it was a holiday yesterday, which is Friday. Um, but let's try to review some more stocks here so we can be more prepared come Monday, right? But before I get started, guys, I'm inviting you to um, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if this is the very first time you're watching my video. I do review stocks in the Philippine market, sometimes in the US market. And I also want to take this opportunity to show you my other channel. I started building or compiling relaxing music so that I have my own playlist whenever I do my trades, so I can just play this in the background. So as you can see here, this is my other channel, guys, Julie's Video and Music Library. So if you like to appreciate these relaxing music in the background, I'm inviting you to also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated. I do upload consistently here in the past how many days now because I want to compile more videos and music for you guys. All right, so let's get started. I just want to thank Jerry for his request. AEV Ramier also commented on my previous video about the three dividend paying stocks that are really showing some interesting signs here. And ETEWTV would like to know about DAVIN. Okay, so I prioritize those requests, guys. And let me go ahead and start. Okay, I let's check out what happened to the index first. Okay, so we got rejected here at the MA20 line, which is our short-term resistance. So we're not 100% safe yet. We're not out of the downtrend channel as of this time. Still respecting that downtrend channel. So chances are two things can happen here. It could either continue to create lower lows. So when it dropped here, it created a lower low, or it could just revisit this line and create a support right here. And if it does respect this kind of pattern, then that could be the end of the downtrend. However, if it breaks that, then technically we're still not out of the downtrend channel as of yet. But overall, I'm still pegging. Let's try to test this first. 6,300 level as the nearest possible support. Okay, so still on the low pacing index as of this time. So there's another support here. So if it drops, it could potentially go back to this level and create respecting that lower low, right? So let's check out DAVIN. DAVIN here still doing sideways, not big moves as of this time. Uh, so if you're looking into an entry at this point, this is the channel that the stock is moving at the moment. And no volume. Look at that, no volume. So chances are, if you want to haggle for a few cents before entering, I think we have a good support around 240 level. If it goes back to this level and then your RSI is already within this range, that means you did a double bottom and your RSI is now higher than the previous bottom. So that means that's a bullish divergence. So chances are we could just be moving within this area before it takes off. And I have a feeling that could be it. Because while we were moving in this area, volume is low. That means there is a possibility that a lot of people are already holding on to their positions. There's minimal selling that's currently happening. So technically it's just sideways right now. So I'd say this is an accumulation phase for position traders. Not very appealing for day traders because there's not much movement, so very minimal gain here. But if you're looking into the big picture, this is the stage when you should be accumulating. So if you want to haggle, 2.40 is your best area to enter. AEV. Okay, AEV, this is a solid red, all right? But I have a feeling that this could, oh no, the next drop could be here. So I'd say closely monitor first. While it's true that this is already giving us an increase in RSI, while the price is moving downwards, your RSI is already starting to move up. Chances are it could still continue going down because that also happens in a lot of occasions. Try to look at this from here. Bottom is here. It went down, right? It somehow increased. It but it continued to go down, but the movement is very minimal. So let me see if we have. So I'm just trying to be on the conservative side, trying to observe because there is a bottom right here. Now, if that continues to drop up to the 29 level, that's going to be a very good opportunity to bottom pick. 0.91, that's just what, 3% approximately. Okay, so I'd say just closely monitor first. Don't take action as of yet if you want to enter in the stock, because I feel that there could still be a lower price than 34.50. I'm not sure if it is going to reach as low as 29, but the nearer you are to the 29 level, because that's where I see the support is, or it could be here, 30. 30 could be the lowest haggle that you can get. But definitely I see it dropping for now. Next stock that I see an interesting sign here. Look at this, east-west. East-west, okay. What happened here is that we officially crossed the MA20 line, right? And this could already mean that we have gotten outside of the downtrend channel, right? From here to here. We already broke out of that downtrend channel and we crossed the MA20 line. And another interesting fact here is this solid volume that you have right here, okay? So very huge volume. This means that, look, moved higher, but there's no selling. They're holding on to their position. So that means this area right here is already a very cheap level, and probably a lot of our investors, let's see if our foreign investors have also accumulated at that stage. Oh, local investors. Interesting. So don't just disregard this, guys. This is something big here. I'm trying to look back to some of the days here. The volume, the spike in the volume here, which was the trigger of this solid uptrend here, is not even halfway of the volume that we have right over here. So I think, guys, this is something that you should really take note of. I think this is really worth having a test buy right now. 970 for me, the area where it is at right now, or even at the opening, I think that's already a big bonus. Try to enter right there if you want to do test buy. But for me, this is already a very cheap level, and we've just gotten outside of the downtrend channel. So that's a breakout of the downtrend. So really good pick. I think that's a good one. Let's try to look at land. Oh, hold on. Land, yeah, land was at 34.7%. I don't know what's the there's not much of a story here. Unless you know something, guys, that I do not know as of yet. But look at this. There's solid volume, 34%. Second days of solid increase in the price. But guys, take note, if you are just interested in getting in the stock, take note that previously, okay, nothing much here, but it was back in March when we started moving to the upside. Okay. However, if you entered right here, then that's fine. But this second day of significant increase in the price, so I think if there's a one more day of green, that's I think that's that's already stretched, and chances are we could be retracing. People will be taking profit. So don't be a victim of FOMO, guys. I know this could be very attractive for some because it might continue moving up, but uh, take note, this is already a profit taking area. So if people are starting to hype it in the social media, in your social media feed or groups, that means they have already entered, and they're already they entered at a low level and they're just starting to you know hype it up so that the price will move higher and higher. And then once you get in and you didn't know the backstory, then you're just left with entering and then stuck there because the other people are already taking profit. So that's FOMO, and you're already at the overbought level. So I think, yeah, it's good. There could be a little extension, but I'm not expecting a lot. Maybe it could even reach 3 pesos and that's it. That's it. And then it goes down. Okay. Unless there's a big story that I do not know, then the story could change. Okay, but for now, just saying be extra careful. All right. All right, Mary Mart. Mary Mart is giving us, this is solid. This is solid. 8.8%, and we've broken out of the MA20 level. So this is the resistance that we had, 512, and then we managed to break out of that. So chances are there could be either one, revisit the 512 and create a support, or there could be an extension to the upside, continuation to the upside, 1 to 2 days, and then retrace for people who would like to take profit and then continue to move up again. So that's just it. For instance, this one moves higher, retrace, and then continues moving up. So that's what I'm anticipating. It's not a linear straight line movement going up, guys. Always expect that there will be some pullbacks. People will be taking profit. So if you are a long-term investor for Mary Mart, which I highly recommend, because there's a bigger picture here. Unless you're just okay with 5-8% increase and gain, and then you exit, then that's a different story. But personally, I'm saying these words because I am more of a position trader, mid to long-term investor in some of the stocks, because I have a full-time job and I cannot watch the market full-time. So try to understand the big picture of the stocks you're engaging in, and then enter at an area where your technicals are suggesting for you to buy. And I would say, yes, 5.12, between 5.12 to 554 for this stock is a good buy signal, buy levels at this point, right? So good job, good bounce here, or recovery for Mary Mart. We've been moving flat sideways for what, almost the entire month of March. Okay, but the entire Feb was in, no, this was still mid Feb down to March, bearish period. But I think we're about to move to the upside again. So I hope you guys, when this dropped, you were able to add more volume, and it is now continuing to move higher and higher. So still a good time to add more. Let's check out BDO. BDO got rejected at the MA20, and it probably revisited this support area. This is a support area that I can see. So we have to closely monitor this. If it breaks 101, then chances are it could drop some more. That's a support, guys. So again, if your support gets broken and continues to go down, your support can now become your resistance. Okay? At this point, look at this. When it bounces, each time it bounces, it creates a lower high. then lower high again. So again, like what I mentioned in the first stock, I believe that I mentioned, two things can happen. Either do a double bottom here, or if it breaks that, then we're not safe yet. It's still creating a lower low, and that's still downtrend. So try to observe 101 and 96, 94 level. MBT, I have this. Let me just check. Oh, still okay. Let's see, maybe it is still going to create a support right here. This is your first bottom, drops again, which is much higher than the previous bottom over here. But my take on this is, even though this is already giving me a much higher RSI, which is a bullish divergence, I think the safest way to enter here is wait for that green candlestick uh, to come out. Maybe on Monday, if most of the activities are happening higher than 44.34, then I think that's a possible change in direction. We could be moving higher now. Okay. um, Here's another stock. Okay, let's check that. This one had a solid move here, but we got rejected again. So I think um, this is a resistance. This is a resistance right here, either here or here. Could be here. Okay, so that's a resistance. And then when we moved higher, look at this. Your RSI is much lower. So we could be retracing again. Okay, so if it retraces, maybe it could revisit your 0.53. Yeah, let us see first. Let's see, maybe it will create a new support, right? A new support at the 0.53 or 0.54 area. There's also a resistance right here. Look at that. And then when we move and when we retrace here, chances are your previous resistance will now become your support, 0.54. That's the area I'm looking at. I'm just being, on the conservative side, because this is a significant change in the price. Okay, so if it goes down, then maybe if you want to add more, then that's a good level to add to more. I know there's an SRO, if I'm not mistaken. There's also an SRO that was released in one of the there. Okay, try to check that out. So according to the disclosure here is that the price could reach the 1 peso level. Could, meaning there's a big possibility. So chances are, in that anticipation, people will try to push the price even higher. Okay, and then for the traders, pretty much the same as what happened with ASEN. And on that day, or on that X date of the SRO, chances are the day before, for those people who are just merely trading and just riding the wave, they could exit a day before, right? To make sure that they have already locked in some gains, because chances are it could pull down, or it could pull back to the level where they've identified. So let us say, for example, just an example, it reaches the maximum amount, which is 1 peso level, then it could potentially end very near that area. But it's maximum, so could be, we don't know. We don't know, could be in the 7.70, 0.80, around that level. But this is your maximum. So who knows? They could be pushing it even higher. But just take advantage of this level. Okay, 0.53. For me, that's the safest level. I know with that SRO, this could be a mid-range, or even 63, but just try to take advantage of any dips that will happen between Monday. Oh, Monday is already the 5th. And the SRO says, hold on, SRO says, when is this? Mm-hmm. It didn't mention the date yet. March 25th. No, that's the date it was approved. Yeah, so they didn't have a date yet. Okay. So anything can still happen. All right. For all we know, they would even push it higher than the 1 peso area. But just try to take advantage of those dips. 0.54 for me is the nearest support. Okay, let's go back. Um, let's try Dito. Okay, this is our long-term stock. Still doing flatline, but all foreign buying, guys. Notice foreign buying, but there's a small amount for foreign selling. Uh, still, still on the flat side, but look at the body of the candlestick. Okay, so I think this is still creating that triangle. So we don't really know which side it'll go. So try to observe this key level over here. This is your support area. This is your resistance area. Okay. So if it breaks out to this level, then chances are it could go back either here or here. Okay. But if it breaks to the upside, then that's a good sign. We might see a breakout of the MA20 line soon. Okay. So try to um, wait for that. Still undecided. No volume either. Look at that. No volume either. So that could mean two things. If there's no volume and we're staying flat, people are holding on to their position, but not too aggressive enough. Okay, because everyone's doing wait and see game here. So the buyers and the sellers are just really 50-50 at this point. And if there's one big player who will push the price even higher, and I don't know, that could be the insider buyers. So here's the technique for Dito, which I have observed so many times. Once the big players, could be institutions, could be big names, could be tennis uy, and people in the organization, they start buying, then that will be your sign. And it has happened so many times. When they started selling during this time, then the stock declined. So let us see. Okay, so just draw this triangle, and then wherever it goes, if it goes outside of this lower line, then that's bearish. If it goes outside and goes up, then there could be a bullish sign, and it could be uh, changing the direction to the upside now. All right. Okay, I think those are the stocks that I have reviewed for you tonight. I talked about DAVIN, AEV, East West, BDO, MBT, FES or PHES, and DITO. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, I hope you could also support my other channel. I just compile relaxing music, which I love listening to when I trade. Okay, and feel free to drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts about my insights here, if I am making sense or if I'm helping you somehow. I would appreciate it. I love reading your comments, guys. Thank you very much, and happy weekend. Bye bye for now.